with a beauty POV, and they're just going to talk to us one after the other about what beauty means to them beyond makeup or fashion, how their beauty choices reflect their personality, and maybe one signature thing that people can recognize them for. Now, ladies, it's over to you.
Hi guys, my name is Laura Ikeji Kanu. What does beauty mean? For me, beauty is from within. Forget this beauty, all these things. It starts from inside of you, your personality, um, how you live, how you take care of yourself, what you do to yourself. It's always from within. Your heart has to be clean. Your soul has to be beautiful. Um, I have been in the beauty industry for over 10 years. I just started my business 5 years ago, but I've been here for over 10 years. And I know that beauty is way beyond the makeup, the hair, the clothes, the smile. Some of us are dying inside, but we're still smiling. It's from within, from your soul, your spirit. For me, personally, I've chosen to be beautiful from within. I see people beyond the physical. I see people beyond what they wear. You can have the biggest, cars and the flashiest homes or whatever. I see you beyond that because again, I know I'm an adult. I know what I'm going through. So I can come here and wear this, suit and have my nails done and my hair done and I'll be dying inside. So again, I see people beyond everything that's the ordinary person sees. We're going through things in our lives. And I always want to understand that. So when I see people, I don't see the lipstick. I don't see the eye pencil. Eventually, I will get there. But I try as much as possible to see the soul. So beauty for me is within the soul. And I know I'm beautiful because my soul is beautiful and clean. All right. But thank you. Beauty is within, oh my girl. Beauty is within the soul. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much. Like Laura said, I think Laura has said almost everything in terms of definition of beauty. You know, beauty is a combination of so many things: colors, shape, aesthetic, inside and out, how people perceive you, how you perceive people. And Laura has said it all. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays in this generation have been overshadowed by the physical rather than what it should be. And that's one message I've tried as much as possible to pass out there. That you have to look at people from within, what they do, who they are as a person, what their integrity, what they stand for. And to be sincere, I really don't have much to say because Laura have said everything, from the inside out. I see this is a combination of the colors, the shape, inside and how people, the way people perceive you. And thank you, Laura, though. Well, that's all I have to say.
All right. Still on you, Miriam. Tell us one lavish habit that you proudly own. Proudly.
Everything about me is not 100% lavish because what people see is not who you are, to be sincere as a person. But I love traveling and I love living that soft girl life. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I've worked very hard, and my husband too. Thank you very much, Daddy. But I've worked very hard to be consistent in what I do. I think I started working from the age of 19, which I didn't have to work. To be sincere, I just wanted more for myself. It's all jokes, but we can't really. If you want something in life, you get it. You have to be a go-getter. And I felt like, okay, at the time, at 19, my pocket money in school was not enough anymore. I wanted more. I wanted to do more things. I wanted to buy more things. And I would call my mom. My mom would just say in Yoruba, "Mo ran lọ sí school. Ó fẹ́ lọ máa ṣe kíní, ó fẹ́ lọ máa ṣe gbá." And I thought to myself, I said, I only have two choices: work or sleep with men for money. And I decided to work at the age of 19. And I would never forget this. That decision at that point in life literally helped me throughout my life because I became consistent in what I wanted, what I want to do in life. I became a go-getter that I didn't even know I was myself. And traveling, because the first time I traveled, I think I was by myself, I was 21. And it was my birthday, 21, my 21st year old birthday to Dubai. even though I got stuck at the airport and I had to still call my mother to help me. But I'm just saying that taking both steps, and traveling, just living that baby girl lifestyle.
Okay, okay, that's great. Clock it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, clock it, clock it. Let me come to you. I'll come to you, Sophia. How you balance opulence with authenticity? That's not something a lot of people can do, but you've managed to do that so well. How do you do it?
I think just being my true self and just being true to myself and trusting my instincts and also remembering my values and just how I was raised. So I honestly think that one way you can balance both is to, as much as you can, be your true self, your most authentic self, and trust yourself, honestly and truly. I'm not much of a talker.
Okay, okay. I hope you're writing things down. You can learn a thing or two. Still on you, one other question I'd like to ask you. If you had to describe your personal beauty philosophy using one sentence, let me not say one word, just one sentence, what will that be?
Live your best soft life.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, let me come to you, Dadem.
Finally.
Do you ever feel the pressure to look a certain way, and how do you handle it?
If you know me very well, you know I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. I do as I want. I'm very original as it gets. Like, I don't send anybody. Do you understand? So I don't feel any pressure. I prioritize my peace of mind a lot. And if I feel like I'm getting burnt out, I just take a break. I travel. I like to live soft life a lot as well. So I don't feel any pressure at all. At all.
Okay, thank you. A flip question, or on the flip side, or something still related to that, is there an aspect of your lifestyle that people often misunderstand? And again, for the fact that we're in the room, we'd like to know the truth about that. So, one aspect of your life that people often misunderstand, and what is the truth?
Okay, so for me, I feel like the only aspect of my life that people misunderstood was me, they thought I was married, and thank God for Real Housewives of Lagos, I was able to clear that up. And another thing is, people just feel like, oh, Diola, you like to clear the air a lot, you like to debunk stories. My dear, I will debunk if it's a lie because you are not going to build a lie on my name. If it's true, I'll keep quiet and let you talk. But if it's a lie, I will come out to speak my truth. So a lot of people don't like that. Be like, oh, because of who you are, maybe you should keep quiet. No, my darling. If you call me a thief, I won't sit back in my house and say, okay, because I'm a thief now. Let me accept it because I have a child that will look at that will watch me, that will watch whatever I'm doing, and ask me one day and say, "Mommy, why didn't you come out to say this is not you?" So yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you very much. Is there such a thing as being too much or doing too much? You're very bold. You're very, very bold. And I know quite a number of times people could have said, oh, she's just being extra. First off, is there such a thing as being extra? And if there is, how do you personally draw the line?
Uh, I'm not too much, am I? Um, um, if there's anything like being too much, yes. There is a limit to everything you do in life. There is something, um, yeah, there's a limit to what you do in life. I am very bold, but there are certain places I just keep quiet and listen. There are certain places I just want to smile and just learn things, and there are certain places I just want to speak. Um, do I do too much? I don't think I do too much. Because if you know me personally, maybe on TV I might be like, feisty and da 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 da. But in real life, I actually listen more than I speak, and that is why I do a lot of educative um, content on social media because I learn a lot. I don't do too much, and I don't think there are certain places you shouldn't do too much because you don't know it all. We all do not know it all, and I think there's a limit to certain personalities that you put out. I know you want to say, "Oh yes, it's me. I will do what I want to do when I want to do it and how I want to do it." But there's certain places you would be certain rooms you sit, in, and certain people you'd, you know, have conversations with that you just want to just keep quiet and listen. So I know where to talk, I know where to dance, I know where to jump, I know where to slap Miriam, and I know when to just chill and listen and learn. So yes, there's too much and there's sometimes just chill.
That's a real good place to clap or clock it, whatever you decide to do. Now, we're going to talk about reality TV as a mirror now. And this, I will want all four of you to attempt this question, however you choose. Whoever chooses to go first, that'd be great. But all four of you will attempt it. Has reality TV, or how has reality TV amplified your personality or challenged it? Knowing fully well that sometimes on screen is different from real life sometimes. But thankfully, you all are real humans, real people, and now what you see is what you get. But being on TV, reality TV as it may, how has that challenged or amplified your personality?
I'll go first.
Okay, great.
you know, I'll go first. I'll talk about the challenges and how it's amplified my so challenges, right? Prior to the Real Housewives of Lagos, I was Laura. I was quite popular on social media, and I tell people I only choose to put out positivity. I don't put when I cry on social media. I don't put when I'm sad on social media. I don't call people out. That's something I don't do. I have principles. I do not call, no matter how bad you are to me. I don't call people out, and I don't challenge certain rumors about me. I've been here for too long, so nothing really phases me. When I did Real Housewife, I mean, prior to Real Housewives, you've not seen me cry before now, but I did Real Housewives, and season one, I was very emotional, and that was one part of me that a lot of people didn't know. People didn't know that I cried and I had, that kind of emotion. I even did not know that I had that part. I didn't know I was that emotional. Obviously, I was shooting that season, and for me, knowing that everybody, all you saw on social media was Laura, and that was, of course, it's very deliberate. That's the personality I like to. The world is sad enough. The world is sad. There are a lot of things happening. I don't want to compound your problems with my problem. So I want to make you happy and at least cheer you up for that day. So that's what I do on social media. No matter how bad my day is, I don't post it on social media. I still put some, happy content and make you laugh. Even so, you see, comedians are the people that go through the most. Don't worry about it. They go through some crazy stuff, you know, mentally. So, but I have chosen to put out positivity. And then Real Housewives season one was like, hey, we know you put out positivity, but we're gonna push you to the point that you bring out your real character. And then I got emotional. So after the show, people started seeing me differently. So you can cry. So you feel this way, and I'm like, that's the part of my personality I did not want people to know. That part I at first I didn't like it, and then later, because again I'm very relatable, I realized that people needed to see that part of me, and it helped me eventually. And prior to Real Housewives, right? Prior to Real Housewives, people used to think that this one don't mess with how you collect bad goes, and then they realize that my life is not all about bad goes. There's certain. I'm nice. I can be nice and I can be very confrontational. So I have different personalities, just like everyone here. So I think Real Housewives brought out the human in me. So I wasn't very robotic anymore. I wasn't AI. I was human because again we cry, we laugh, we play, we vex, we keep malice, we fight. Because I mean that's a natural thing. Eventually, after 5 years, anyway. So that's a part of the Real Housewives that really really shaped me. And every other thing came along, but that particular one, that's the personality I did not want people to see. But eventually they saw it, and I eventually liked it. I came to terms with it. So yeah.
Before I joined Real Housewives of Lagos, I was considered in a different way. And then after Real Housewives of Lagos, people were like, oh my gosh, she actually has a personality. She's actually a sweet person. She's a great mom. She's this and she's that. And even as far as Disney World in May, I took my daughter with Miriam and her daughter to Disney World in May for her birthday. And some African ladies recognized me in Florida. And I didn't think anyone would ever, recognize me from there. And they were like, oh my gosh, I follow you, my queen. And now my queen is a thing that people are saying to their friends and, just to make their friends, hype their friends up. So I'll definitely say that it's such a positive platform, and it's been a great way to literally shine my light and impact the world.
Um, Number one, I would say that let's look at reality TV as a whole. Reality TV extremely is one of the biggest influence thing in Africa. In Africa, before yes, we watch movies, but now reality TV in Africa is extremely huge and one of the biggest money sector to
Yeah.
export or import into Africa. Like I can tell you for a fact that we all watch the show. We are all members of the show. But me, I like business. And I will tell you that I've tried as much as possible to look at the money aspect
Absolutely, that's been
of
very
reality TV. And I think the question is how
has it impacted us?
how does it impact your
Yeah, I would- yes.
finance economy or just
How
brand?
it has amplified or challenged your identity.
And also, the biggest way to see yourself is through a mirror. There were some things I've done in my regular day life that I didn't think that, because you're around your people, so and they're used to you. And when you see yourself on a big screen, it amplifies who you are as a person,
Yeah.
and other people, it gives room for people to judge you.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. And you can't really say much because you are on a platform whereby people are entitled to judge you. Do you get me? That's why, like Laura said, that you never see me doing clapbacks on social media. Like my social media is registered to America. So I make money via my social media on Instagram. TikTok, Nigerians make money on TikTok as well. But I'm saying that if you go on my page and come to yab me because of what I did on the show that you don't like, I'm making money. Keep coming, please. Let me put that out there. Secondly, I would say reality TV, Real Housewives of Lagos, made me more self-aware of the type of person I am. Some of us can be in denial and be like, I don't care. But as human beings, we need to grow.
Yeah.
In stages of life, we need to grow. And change and growth is great for us. And I felt like he made me self-aware of the things that I should change or the things that I should be proud of, regardless, and be unapologetic about. And reality TV, Real Housewives of Lagos, did that for me.
Thank you, Miriam.
Okay, so I'm
Yes.
just gonna go real quick.
Yes.
I'm not here to waste anybody's time. So, for me, my major reason for going on the show was to get that visibility for my brand for Beauty by AD, which I did, even far and beyond, because a whole lot of people were like, "Oh my God, I love your brand. I saw your brand on TV, blah 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 blah." Because again, I even thought before the show, "Oh, Beauty by AD is already there." But guess what? After the show, I realized that, God, I'm just starting. So it really helped my brand in that aspect. And it also kind of like humanizes me. You are seeing the real face behind the brand. You're not just seeing the brand logo. You're not just seeing Beauty by AD campaigns. You're seeing the real person. So that way, a lot of people could kind of like resonate with me on a deeper level. Oh, I like you. Oh, because I like you, let me buy your product. So it just really helps me in that aspect. And before going on the show, I got a lot of messages like, the show is very toxic. And are you sure you that can cry a lot? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I know that I'm not a bad person, right? Like Miriam said, the show kind of like amplifies you. You see yourself in a different way. And for a fact is, I'm very sure that I'm not a bad person. So if you're a bad person, it's easy for people to study you because there are cameras. Even if you try to pretend, when people watch the show, they will know you for who you are, and you cannot fake it. So it really just helps me in terms of visibility, in terms of discovering myself. I learned a lot. And if I get a call to come back, my dear, I will run and not walk. So.
All right, for those of you who would like to be on the Real Housewives of Lagos the next season, maybe we'll just open it up so that you can audition for it. But just know that the people you are competing with are not playing with you. They will come for you, guns blazing. All right, let's talk about the attention economy real quick. And we know that in today's world, I mean, attention is currency, right? How do you personally decide what to share and what to keep back? And I'm thinking of who to start with.
So I'm going to answer this question based from a PR perspective,
Yes.
And like I said, attention, it's not just attention, it's brand, your image. And when it comes to your brand, you can't be too emotional about it. You can't be too emotional about what you want people to perceive you as, you know. And if before you if you start a brand today, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to become an influencer. I want to become a beauty stylist. I want to become something, something, something. In those fields, they are the good and they are the bad. You have your business plan whereby these are my clientele, these are the people I'm going for, these are the people I don't want to go for. In between those, they're all dramas, they're all chaos and everything. But you need to understand that social media, Instagram, TikTok, Thread, what's the other one again? X. They are the way people perceive you before they meet you. So regardless of whatever you want to post there, if you like a post that you just woke up from the toilet, you're pooing, that's how people will see you. So it's extremely important. Because the early stage of my PR career, because I've been a PR for like 15 years, for 3 years, I did reputation management. And that reputation management taught me a lot about social media, on how people see you, the lavish life you live. And trust me, I can say for a fact that with all these ladies on the panel, the things that we live, the things that we do on a normal day, half of it is not even on social media. In terms of lavishness, things we have, because you can't afford to put everything out there. Some people, they live by that, by billionaire, the luxury, extreme luxury. I call that extreme luxury. And we just need to be careful because social media reflects who we are before people meet us. It's very, very important. And I would say professional, if you know your social media is professional, please keep it professional and structured. There are a lot of social medias here or social media platform, people that have Instagram, that they don't have structure on their social media. Sometimes it's not about the numbers. Structure what you post, your algorithm, when people open your post, the pictures they see, your captions. Sometimes not just. I don't think I can stress this enough. I have some clients that people just hire me for social media management only, which I only do for corporate clients. So don't come and meet me behind the scene. But I'm just saying that captions, the message you pass out there is very, very important. I'm sorry, a lot of people need to be educated about social media. And thank you for that question. But moving on.
Alrighty. For those of you clocking it, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you want to say something, Sophia?
Yes, I wanted to say that one of the best ways to kind of handle this is to, always remember to put your best foot forward. You should always want to show your best side and, personally work on your other, your other side. So I'd say putting your best foot forward at all times, right? And again, being your authentic, true self. Like, whether you like it or not, there's a tribe outside in this world for each individual. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm too quirky or I'm too funny, I can't take anything seriously or whatever, as you continue to put your authentic self out there, you will find your tribe will gravitate towards you. You will find that your people, there's certain things that you might not even like about yourself. Like for me, I used to be so self-conscious about my voice because I felt like my voice is a little bit too high-pitched, especially when I'm excited. And one thing people will literally walk up to me and say, I love your voice. And before you know what's happening, I'm like, okay, maybe my voice is not too high-pitched after all. So again, put yourself out there at all times, especially your best foot, and your people will find you.
Let me come to you, Laura, with this question. How do you, or what advice would you give to women who are trying to stand out without losing a bit of themselves?
Women, take care of yourselves. Women, take care of yourselves, especially mothers. If we have mothers here, mothers, take care of yourselves. We don't want to get old and then ask our kids to start giving us certain things that we do not give our own parents. Women, start taking care of yourselves. I'll give you an example. When people talk about this lavish lifestyle and travel, I make money. I make money. But I, invest my money in different things. I've invested in different businesses. I've got money in the bank. But I rarely travel.
Or some
I
account
rarely do
number.
things for myself. True.
Same, I
My life
respect.
has always been, oh, I'm a mom, my children, my children, my children. In fact, it's so bad that I don't leave my children with nannies. My children, my children, my children. And I thought to myself, and I don't sleep because I have a 2-year-old. She doesn't sleep. So I don't sleep. And I gotta work and I gotta make money. And I thought to myself, every time I wake up with a headache, every time I'm tired, every time I have body ache, and I'm like, look, listen, I work very hard and I make so much money. What am I keeping this money for? What am I keeping this money for? I buy bags, yeah, but that doesn't give you the kind of flex you should be giving yourself. Women, save for yourself. Women, take yourselves out. Women, travel. Women, buy yourself stuff, especially mothers. We mothers, we're like, oh, my children, oh. You buy your children clothes, you buy your children bags, you buy your children, you pay school fees. Some of us pay school fees, some of you pay school fees. You buy all these things for your kids, and then you rarely buy stuff for yourself because you are taking care of your children. And then when you get older, you are telling them, oh, I took care of you. You know how many? While you save for your children, save for yourselves. While you take your children to Disneyland, take yourself to Ibiza.
Come on now.
Enjoy your see. Life is for the living. A few months ago, we had a conference, or there was a conference called Beauty in the Motherland, or Beauty Exhibition. It was called Beauty in the Motherland. I was supposed to speak. I had my booth. We had all our stuff there. And I woke up one morning and I was sad. Nobody annoyed me. I was just sad. Because I felt like every time I traveled with my kids. Everything I did with my kids. And I'm somebody that actually tell people, hey, leave, leave, leave. But I thought to myself, are you leaving, you, Laura? Because I buy stuff for myself. I don't hesitate. I buy gifts for myself. But I rarely travel by myself. Because every time I travel with children. So when they are sleeping, I'm like, they'll sleep, I'll be watching them. And I just woke up angry and sad. And I thought to myself, but Laura, just travel, spend money on yourself. You have the money. And that same day, I bought a ticket, went to America. By myself, went to watch Chris Brown. After that time, I went somewhere else. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I spent 3 days in America, and I was so happy. I'm not saying my kids don't make me happy, oh. My kids make me happy. But sometimes we get carried away. We women, we get carried away. Not everybody is very privileged. Not everybody here has millions of naira in their bank account to take them to travel with themselves or travel by themselves. But you see, every day we buy food for children. We buy clothes for children. When last did you buy clothes for yourselves? When last did you even buy a gift for yourself? You mothers, especially mothers here. When last did you take care of yourself? When last that money that you've been saving since? When did you take 50,000 naira or 150,000 naira to just take yourself to a restaurant and go and eat? We rarely do it because all our lives is how I'm going to raise my children. You're going to raise your children. You're going to raise your children. Raise yourself too.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're mentally stable and you are happy, your family will be happy. They say happy life, happy wife, happy
home.
life. Fantastic. If you are happy, your children will be happy. Your husband will be happy. Your friends will be happy. But if you are sad, when they come to you, you're angry. It's not their fault, though, and it's not your fault. It's just that you are mentally exhausted, but you don't know. A lot of us women do not even know that we are mentally exhausted. So sometimes while we save up, again, I'm referring to saving. We don't save for ourselves. While we save up for our kids, please save up for ourselves, our future when we get older. So we don't put pressure on our kids. We don't tell our kids, our 18-year-old, to go out and bring 100,000 naira for us and pay our house rent and buy us cars. And we don't know the source of their wealth because we did not train them well. Because while we were trying to train them, we did not train you have to train yourself. You have to be happy. You have to be mentally stable to help everybody around you. So take care of yourself, women.
If the attention stops tomorrow, what is one part of you that will not change?
Me being Diadem, me being Adiola. I was Adiola before I became Diadem, so nothing that won't change. That won't change.
That's a good one. A round of applause. Now we'll go to another segment, and we want to talk about group dynamics now. And I know that you all have different personalities, but some way you've managed to be on a show together that millions all over the world watched and loved and are clamoring for you to come back on the season. What have you learned? And I'm thinking carefully who I'll start that question with. I think I'll go to Sophia. What has the show taught you about feminism, friendship, and public perception?
Okay, so I'll start with feminism. What has the show taught me about feminism? I mean, if you watch the show, you will see how all the ladies actually showed up for each other. Even in times where they didn't agree with each other, everyone still showed up. I mean, I started late. I started from episode 4. So I think 2 or 3 of the ladies had already had their events. But, for the other ones that were, that they still had during the show, I still showed up for. And each and every one of them still showed up for me. I mean, Dabota is here in the audience. She and I, when it was time for me to showcase my brand and, take the ladies on a trip, we were not in speaking terms, but she still showed up for me. She still made an outfit in my brand, and, they were still very present, So I would definitely say that when it comes to feminism and just showing up for each other, regardless of how we felt about each other or whatever it is that we were disagreeing about, we still showed up for each other. And then for, what's the second one again?
Public perception.
Public perception. I would say, in real life, the ladies, everybody's balling. We don't really care about, this whole back and forth online. Some might, but I'll speak for myself and say that public perception has nothing to do with how I feel about each queen on the show. I think they're all fantastic women. I think they're all thriving in their own, individual spaces. And I have nothing but love for each of them. So I don't think that really affects me or how I see them at all. And then the third one is friendships. I have developed a wonderful sisterhood with the ladies, with Miriam especially, and also with Caroline and with Laura, with Diadem, and even with Dabota. We've all been able to find what it is that we can accept. Yeah, like a common ground in each other and be like, you know what? I don't like how you handle this and how you move like this, but I still think you're a great person and I like this and I like this and I like that. So I like that, I mean, the other time Laura was saying about how, girl, whatever. She was talking about how season 3 is the most, like, apparently you said we're the calmest, right?
Yes,
you said
we're the sweetest.
Yeah, we're the sweetest. And even when we disagree with each other, we're still able to be like, you know what, can we have a talk and find a way to, kind of like, find, common ground and how we can coexist and do things right. What have I learned? I've learned to be more patient. I've actually learned to work on my timing because I realized on the show I was always late. I was always the last to walk into every room. And now I'm conscious of that. Like, I actually want to show up on time for certain things. And I'm just like, you know what? I have to be on time. So today when I got here, before I got here, I called Miriam and I was like, Miriam, don't tell me I'm the last. She was like, yay! So being able to work on my timing and just, trying my best to be the best version of myself that I can be is what I can say.
Okay, great. How do you deal with comparison and competition with other members of cast?
Oh, can I go?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow. You know, I've never been asked that question before.
Right.
Because I don't think, let me speak for myself.
Yes, please.
I don't think that I compare myself to anyone, and I don't think any of the ladies can say this. I don't think any of the ladies can say they compare themselves to anyone because everyone, they're different individually in their own lane, their character, who they are as a person. Yes, probably they might say, oh, because Dabota, Diadem, and Laura are in the makeup business. But and I've said this several times on the show, as much as they're selling similar products, yeah, the same foundation, lip, and everything, but their product individually works for different things. I know Dabota mentioned that own works for acne, all those kind of things. Yours is more for like for flawless skin, neutral, and yours is like for what's it called again? And Laura's own is, for coverage. They're totally different. And for me, nobody is really doing what I do on the show. Either is Sophia. Sophia is she's a fashion entrepreneur. So I don't think we struggle with that question in this group. I'm speaking for myself
Okay,
because
I totally agree with Miriam. But for me, my own philosophy in life is why compete when you can collaborate? I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people expected that myself and Daputa would have issues as soon as we got on the show. But you know what? We said I don't want to use that,
Yeah.
but like we're sisters.
We got it.
Yeah, you got it. We're sisters, and we can actually collaborate rather than compete. And
Yeah.
it never really crossed my mind to maybe look at what somebody's wearing. I'm like, oh, I think I need to do better. We are all unique in our own way. I remember the day we were in Ghana. We were going for your event,
Yeah.
your fashion event. We were going for your event where Dabota and Caroline was already there, and you made a statement in the bus. We're like, this group. I'm talking about Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Laura, I'm talking to you. Face me. You made a statement in the bus that day. Like, this is the first season that we, the ladies, we don't have to look at each other to check ourselves out. Like, what are we wearing?
You said that multiple
Like,
times.
we don't have to wear couture. We don't have to try to impress anybody. And she feels very comfortable. And I think I really love that when she made that statement. So I don't think there's any competition here. We just collaborate
Absolutely
and we
not.
show up for
Yeah.
ourselves.
Absolutely.
Competition is the new collaboration, ladies
Absolutely.
and gentlemen.
Period. Clock it.
If you could redefine beauty for the next generation of African women, we know what beauty, or you know the definition of beauty now. If you could redefine it for the next generation of African women, how would you define it?
For me, I'm so sorry. For me, I would say beauty is you showing up regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what life has thrown at you. Just show up and be confident. It's your identity. So that's just beauty for me.
Beauty is not what you wear, it is who you are.
Yeah,
Please,
exactly.
an round of applause. I'll come to you next, Sophia.
I would say be your authentic self. You cannot be anybody that you are not, in all honesty.
Wow.
Being yourself and showing up as you is actually very important.
Okay. You, Laura?
Treat people the way you want to be treated. So look at people the way you want people to look at you. It's from within. Beauty is not external. I mean, you can like the whole thing, but it's not external to me. It's from within. So being kind, beauty is kind. Beauty is patience. Beauty is um, beauty is entrepreneurial.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
that's new.
Yes, it is. Beauty is being nice. It doesn't take anything for you to be courteous, for you to say hi, thank you. That's beauty. Everybody is equal. In my eyes, oh, everybody's equal. Oh. There's no small person, there's no big person. So beauty is beyond, the physical for me.
Okay, and finally, you, Miriam.
I would say for the upcoming, generation, I would be consistent. It's very, very important. I feel like people don't stress it enough. Consistency in everything you do. Yeah, you get tired, obviously. You wake up one morning like, why am I even doing this? The money's not even worth it. Why am I doing this? The money is too much. I've had enough.
Change it.
Do you understand? Be consistent. And what doing is what doing well.
Yes.
Because just like any other thing, what you do is like pregnancy. One day to come out.
Yeah.
People will see. And that way you can sit down and realize that, oh, okay, all those sleepless nights was worth it. So consistency is key for me.
Sorry, let me say
Yes,
something,
all right.
please. This might be, you guys might think it's negative, but it's very realistic. Consistency is not for everything. If we say consistency, be consistent. You've done it for 30 years. Change, my darling. Do something else. People say, oh, consistency. You've been a rapper for 10 years. No, not single EP. You've been a makeup artist for 20 years. You've not achieved any. Try something else. Again, I see, because again, I see a lot of models, especially in the modeling industry. You see models who have been working runways for years. Every time you see them, they don't have cars, they barely have anything. But they tell you one day we will break through. One day we'll break through. One day we'll let's keep being consistent. You don't want to be consistent doing things that are unrealistic. You don't want to be consistent doing things that you have. If you are, for me personally, if you have done it for 10 years, either you re-strategize or change. If you have been an actor for 15 years, you never blow, go and look for a job to do. Try do something. Don't say I want to be consistent. I want to be an actor consistently for 10 and you've not achieved anything. I always tell people your personality is your currency. Your again, thank God for social media. You have no excuse. You've done makeup for 10 years. You've done acting. Maybe that is not your calling. So stop being consistent and change.
Please, a round of applause for these amazing women. One more time.